Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see in the title, I am going to show you my fall TBR for this year. I still can't believe we are in September already. I feel like my vision board. But anyways, I will say my fall TBR is very ambitious this year because I have a lot of books here. I will say the fall season is perfect for like fantasy vibe. A lot of the books that I got here have been saving them to read in this specific time of the year. So I'm very excited to show you all the books that I got here. So let's stop yapping. Grab a coffee if you like coffee. If it's not, water is fine. Yeah, because I'm not a coffee lover, I'm sorry. Grab your favorite snack and let's spend some cozy time with me right here, and let me show you my books. Okay. So the first book that I'm going to, actually I don't have it in my hands right now because it haven't came out yet. I think it's in September 9. This book is coming out, and I'm talking about People Watching by Hannah Von Yeon. If you have seen my videos before, you have known that Hannah Von Yeon is one of my top writers of all time. I really love her book. She's definitely one of my top 3 authors so far, and that's crazy because I haven't read only 2 books from this author, but both of them were great reads for me. So I'm very excited to read and have that book in my hands right now. I pre-ordered it. She was saying if you pre-order her book before a date and a specific, you could have the book signed, and also you will have like a goodies, like some sticker, and also like a fan art. And I'm hoping that I'm one of those who had all their stuff at once. I pre-ordered. I have faith. That's the last thing you will lose. What's going on with my eye? I didn't put mascara, bro. Anyways, I'm very excited for that one. That book is definitely will be on my TBR this year. Okay, so now let me show you the physical books that I got with me. The first book that I will show you will be the 9-month contracts by Amy Blunt. This book, I have it on my TBR for a while. I haven't read it. I never read anything from this author before. She will be very new to me, but I don't know, something about the cover and the spray edges is stunning and so cute. You see how they got little goats inside. I don't know, it feels like the type of book that I will enjoy. It says it's like a spicy rom-com, and I feel like it's going to be like a small town. This second book that I will show you is All I Want by Lyra Parrish. This book, my mom got it for me like a week ago. I have seen it on TikTok in a while, and it seems very interesting. It says it's like a spicy small town romantic comedy with a billionaire who falls first and harder, and also we have like a bartender girl and stuff, and make your way down to Cozy Creek. I think it had everything that you want in fall TBR. And let me show you the spray edges. Bro, my camera is no focusing. What's going on? Wait, basically these are the spray edges. They look so cute. Again, it seems like the perfect romance book that you want to read in fall, you know, cozy, not too intense. I'm really excited to read this one. Never read or heard anything from this author, but it seems that she had a big catalog already. If I like this book, I will read more books from this author, and I hope these books were on Kindle. That would be perfect. Third book that I'm going to show you is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lauren Gilmore. This book, it was a boom. It was really popular last year for fall season. I get my hands on it because I remember you couldn't get this book anywhere. You tried to buy it on Amazon. People were trying to resell it really expensive prices, and it was crazy. I remember, at least for me, it was crazy to get my hands on this book, and finally I got it. But just like the title says, it's giving fall season, you know. I think it's like a small town romance, and I heard it's very spicy, but I heard that this book has really mixed reviews about it. We'll see. Some people like it, some people don't. Maybe I will be in the middle, who knows. And I like the edition. I like that the letters are kind of big, so I don't get blind while I'm reading here. The next book that I got is The Rose Bergen by Sacha Peyton Smith. This book, I heard really great things about it. I also heard that if you like the selection and if you like Bridgerton, which I read the selection way back when I was a teenager, and also I really like the Bridgerton TV series, but I haven't read the books yet. But I really like both things in one book. I think this book will be perfect. Also, I just started it already, and so far it's so good, and I can wait to keep reading this book, because I was in a really bad reading slump. Like, I have like 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks that I haven't touched a book at all, because every time I was reading a book in my Kindle, and every time that I read it, I was like, you know that feeling where you're not vibing with a book right now, that's not what you want to read, and it's like, and every time you pick a book, you're not vibing, you're not paying attention to the stories. I was like, you know what, I think I need a break for a moment, and that break takes me 2.5 weeks. So now I think I picked the right book so far. So good, and I'm super excited to read more about it. Also, this is the first book of a duology, if I'm correct. Another book that I got here, I'm very excited to read it, and I will say is one of my top priorities from this whole fall TBR. I got The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axia Ho. I will say if you like an I will say if you like mythology about Asian culture and all this stuff, you will really love this book. I haven't read it, but from the synopsis about this book, it seems like it's a book I will enjoy it a lot. So I really love the cover. It's so cute. Basically, in this village, there's like some sacrifice. They throw girls in the sea for the king of the ocean, but actually he's like a monster, but at the same time he's not. It's like a misunderstanding. It's like it seems drama and it has fantasy, and it seems like it's gonna be a good book that I will enjoy it, and I'm very excited to read this one. Definitely after I read it, I finish The Rose Bergen, I will continue reading with this book because it seems really interesting, this one. The next book that I will show you is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sagun Mandana. This book was on my October TBR from last year, and also in 2023 when I started reading, but I heard really great things of this book. I heard really great things about it. I'm very excited to read this one also. I love the cover. I love that it's blue, and also they have witches, which is I will say like a spooky fall cozy vibes. I don't know, this is me trying to make an excuse to put spooky vibes with fall, because it's the same thing, right? I don't know. The next book that I got is Last Call at the Local by Sara Gunder Ruiz. I had my eye on this book in a while, and I was saving to read this book for now in this fall season, and basically we got like a small town romance. Also right here in the back it say opposites attract when a free spirit American singer songwriter with ADHD teams up with a charming Irish man to revitalize his family pub, and it seems like I'm gonna have a good time. Continue with Romantic Seas. I got Heavenly Bodies by Imani Edu, but from one of my favorites, booktubers. She talked really great things about it. and trust her opinions in reviews and books, because I feel like we got similar tastes about it. And also I have heard in TikTok that this book is like kind of like the Hunger Games, and it has thrills, and if you like ACOTAR vibes, romantasy about faith and stuff like that, you were going to love this book, or at least that's what I heard. Very excited for this one. The next book that I got is Thrill of the Sun Queen by Nisha G. Dooley. This book, I heard really great things about this series in general. They say if you like the Selection series and if you like the Hunger Games series, you will like this book, because it has it says here in the back, 10 women, a deadly contest, and only one can win the Sun King's heart. So we're gonna have women fighting for a man. Crazy, huh? But yeah, this sounds really interesting from what I had heard. And also I read the first sentence of this book, and it seems like the main character, the female character, I will love this woman, because it's just the first sentences that make me think that I'm gonna like. It's like, this bitch just took my soul. What a way to start a book, you know. I don't know, it seems like I'm gonna have a good time reading this book, of this series in general. Then I got Half of a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This book also I got my eye on for a very long time, and also heard really great things about it. It's a fantasy book. Right here in the back it says, it's difficult to find a husband in England when you're a young lady with only half a soul. It seems intriguing, you know. I'm very excited to read this one, to get out of my, you know, not just the typical romantasy, I don't know, I'm really interested, and I really like the cover too. The next book that I got is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I haven't read anything from this author, and that's crazy, because she is a very popular romance author, and crazy that I had a lot of books from this author but never try to read her, and that's crazy. But I will say this is the year where I am going to read an Abby Jimenez book. This is the book that I'm going to choose to read. Abby Jimenez. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing the right choice to pick this book to be my first Abby Jimenez book. Let me know in the comments. I'm very excited. I'm very proud. And also I heard this is like the first book of a trilogy, who is also like a standalone trilogy, because it doesn't matter in which order that you read it. But I really want to read this one instead, just in case, because obviously you're gonna see these characters in the other two books, and you know what I'm saying. But yes, very excited to read this one. Then I got The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillen. This book was one of my most anticipated new releases of this year, because crazy is because I read One Dark Window from this author, and that book blew my mind, because I wasn't expecting to like this book that much, because this woman has a talent to write and to build world fantasy. She writed it so well, so good, that you feel so immersed in her stories, and it's just like I love that book. I love that book. 5 stars. Actually, that book was my first 5-star of this year, and when I heard that she was coming out with this book, I was like, you know what, I need to get it. And also I got this beautiful special edition from Barnes and Nobles. I got it for my birthday. I was so excited too, because this book came out in May, also like 2 days after my birthday or before my birthday. I feel blessed. I feel like this is for me. Anyways, I got this beautiful blue edition from Barnes and Noble, and also look at the spray edges. Stunning! Look how it looks inside. So cute. Let me take the foil so you can see the mud, and that it has a map. I love when fantasy books have maps. Very excited to read this one. This one definitely is on my top books that I want to read this fall. Definitely after I read it, these two, I will read this one because I can wait to read this one. I saved this book to read this fall. Then I got two books that actually, I will say both of them are romantasy, and both of them were inspired in a fan fiction couple from Draco and Hermione from Harry Potter, who by J.K. Rowling. I think these authors, they take inspire, or basically they just like the idea and make the characters are similar, but they are not like alike, or at least that's what I heard. But it seems really interesting because we definitely will have enemies to lover in these books, and I'm talking about, I think you might have an idea. I got The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley, and Rose Chains by Julie Soto. This book in specific I never heard. I think this is a debut from this author, if I am not mistaken, which is amazing, and I can't wait to read this one. It says here, the book says, loyalty are tests in this slow burn, enemies to lovers, romantasy following an assassin and a healer force to work together to cure a fatal disease while they're resistant the urges to kill each other, or worse, fall in love. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I love the cover and I love how it looks inside. It doesn't have anything, just the pink, which is weird because I thought since it was the first book they were going to do like a spray agents or something. They didn't. I guess not. And this one I have read. The first book that I read from this author, I didn't like it that much. I was like, bro, what is this? Because the female character, the whole story, the whole concept about this book was interesting, but the female character just didn't deliver, and I was like, I'm not having a good time reading this book. But then I was like, I'm not gonna judge the author, you know. And I read another book that she published, and I did really like that book that much. And this one, I really like when authors change the genre and they try new ones, like, because this author is known because she writes romance books, and now we had her fantasy romance, which is amazing. And also I got this precious edition where you can see the spray ages, and also when you take the bowl, oh wait, it says Rose and Jane. That's cool. That's cool. Then I got also Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. This book was the sensation last year, I'm pretty sure, in book talk. Everybody was talking. They are still talking about this book. This book is a break, and I think that's one of the reasons I felt really intimidated to read this book. Also, this is going to be the first book of a duology or trilogy, I'm not sure. Some people don't like it, but I do like the fact that this one has relief and also the butterflies. I don't know, it feels, I really like the cover. But this book, I will really think about it, because like I say, is that you can hit somebody with this. It's kind of heavy too. And last but not least, I put this book again on my TBR. I had been skipping this book so much. I don't know why. It's just I feel so intimidated to start this series, and also the last 3 books of this. It's just like, I don't know why. It's just I can't pick it up this series for some reason. I start a new series, but that one is specific. It's just I can't. And I'm talking about Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I love ACOTAR. I will say ACOTAR was the first fantasy series that I read that got me into fantasy and romantasy in general, you know. And I was like, I love it. I love it. I need to read more from this author, and I got my hands on this series and the Crescent series, but for some reason this one I heard a lot of stuff that it's just like I feel so intimidated. First, the last 3 books of these books are breaks, are probably more than 800 pages. I think the last one is like almost 1,000. Also, people been having opinions about how you should read this series, like in the order. Some people say they got this book, the Assassin's Play, should be read first. Some people say, oh no, you should read it like a second or third or before, and whatever. They have like a whole thing that I was like, bro, what is the how I feel so confused that I don't know what to do, and I feel so intimidated that I don't know I don't know what to do. I don't know how to, and I think those are the main reasons why I haven't picked up this series. I'm hoping that this year, this is the year that I'm going to start this series. At least I want to read the first, at least 2 books. It doesn't matter the order. I just want to read at least 2 books to start this series finally. But yes, I need to read these books. I need to read this series like today. But yes, that's all my fall TBR for you guys. I know it's very ambitious. I'm very ambitious because I know myself, and if you have seen my other videos, you will say that I show you this whole TBR thing, and by the end of the day I only read like a 2 or 3 because I ended up reading on my Kindle. This year I have a few books that I really want to read, and I'm hoping that I read at least half of this TBR. I hope that you like this video, and if you do, like and subscribe and comment down below. Do all the goody things if you want to see more videos from me. Also, I like when people comment on my videos, so let me know from all the books that I just showed you, which one should I be more excited, which one should I read first, and also let me know which one did you read. Show me your excitement about these books, you know. But yeah, I think that's all I got, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.